watching Monty TV. I'm Jackie Karsh, sitting down now with Evan Smith. He's CEO of data platform for the supply chain, Altana. Thanks so much for sitting down with me.
Thank you for having me.
So what does Altana do?
We provide a shared source of truth for the world's supply chain. We're connecting up businesses and governments and big logistics providers in a federated data platform that for the first time is actually linking up all the world's supply chain information and creating a shared source of truth. So on top of that, we help our customers process world trade more quickly. So we're creating like a TSA pre-check for the border, a fast pass where a UPS or a FedEx can actually send most of their goods through the border without a check. We're doing work with enterprises to help them understand their global multi-tier networks, and in a lot of cases trace their products all the way back to the soil. So do I have exposure to forced labor in my supply chain? Where does my stuff actually come from? Is it going to arrive on time? So we're kind of clearing away the fog and helping them to connect and build trust across this network, which is suddenly visible to them for the first time.
Why was a data platform necessary for the supply chain?
Why was it necessary? So it's the case today that the globalization that we've built over the last 75 years has created a sprawling and opaque web of production where nobody really knows where anything's coming from. So we do know who we're buying something from. We know the direct relationship. We don't know anything upstream of that. So for the first time, we're creating that visibility, and the way that we do that is by solving for the data sovereignty, the data privacy, the intellectual property concerns that keep all that data hidden from us in the first place.
So it's like a cookie crumb trail of where it's come from, where it's going?
Yep, imagine a hub and spoke federated model where we're connecting up all this siloed supply chain information. We're learning from it. We're doing what's called federated machine learning. And we're creating this abstracted layer on top of it, which actually connects all those dots, and it shows where all that stuff is coming from, and it builds one kind of common operating picture that all of our customers can connect into.
How have the supply chain issues impacted your business?
They're very much propelling them. So we're the kind of right place at the right time right now. I think as the world gets more and more dislocated, so as globalization breaks down, whether it's the trade wars or COVID or the Russian invasion of Ukraine or just the sort of rising geopolitical competition between the US and China, all those things are having the effect of driving demand for our platform, which is helping to navigate these big generational disruptions.
Is just the problem so great right now? I mean, you have these huge supply chain issues that we never really thought about before, and you're trying to come in and organize all of that, but it's kind of like when you clean out your closet and you take all the clothing out first. You've got this mountain of clothing.
It's exactly right. So just to keep your metaphor going, like we're creating the map of what exists, and we're not even beginning the journey of like cleaning that up. So it's the inventory of what's in your closet and where everything is, and we're actually bringing that into the light for the first time. This will be a long journey to go then clean up all the problems on top of that. But step one is just source of truth. You need to know what's out there and what's connected to what.